Hello, America, and I am so excited today to have Dr. Yue Thompson, the founder of the first urban divinity school in the state of South Carolina. Happy to have you here, Dr. Thompson.
Yes, April, how are you? I'm happy to be here and I appreciate the invitation.
Thank you so much. What is the Urban Divinity School?
Urban Divinity School is a 20-year vision that has been worked on intently for 8 years that came to fruition at the end of 2018, poised and focused at re-imaging theological discourse within the urban community, within urban churches, for leaders as well as lay leaders, pastors, ministers, etc., so that we can basically train them to take control of their congregations and the community, to reshape it, rebrand it, reimage it, remake it of sort, so that we can seize the narrative and become self-sufficient, independent, and self-sustaining communities once again in America.
That's amazing. Where did you get the vision or the idea to start this school?
My wife and I are just love education. We are both educators. We believe heavily and wholeheartedly in education. And one of the things that have continuously come up within our various conversations is that in America, we have tried everything to try and stop the disparity, to stop the marginalization, to stop racism, prejudice, bigotry, etc., within our communities. We've tried to pray, we've marched, we've protested, we've tried church, we've preached, we've sang, we've sat in, we've laid in, we've cried in, we've tried politics, we've tried the government, we've tried various political party alignments, so forth and so on. But the one thing we have never really tried in this country is education. It is our belief that through education, we can recreate a paradigm for change within our communities and make America and our societies a lot better than they have been.
Education is extremely important in the Black community. So, how is the Urban Divinity School going to help in assisting those that need that education?
Urban Divinity School is a twofold idea. Urban Divinity School is a seminary of sort that trains, as I said before, ministers, pastors, lay leaders within the urban community for change of congregations and communities toward a more positive outlook on life and through intentional, deliberate, focused theological education. However, Urban Divinity Center is a subsidiary of Urban Divinity School, where we, in essence, go in and teach our communities and the people of our various communities specialty licensing. For instance, how to become and get licensing in real estate, insurance, property and casualty, life, accident, and health, specialty license like contractor license, beauty and barber license, as well as medical coding and billing skill sets, so that we can basically utilize these various licensing programs to help reshape and rebrand the people in our communities by giving them occupations by which they can use to basically increase their wherewithal and become independent, self-sufficient, and self-sustaining for themselves, their families, and ultimately the community. And of course, we can continuously to recreate that paradigm so that we can start buying the block back. We talk a lot about gentrification in our community, but we're doing very little to stop it. And we believe that we can stop gentrification by becoming owners once again of our own communities, gaining control of our own communities. And we're going to only be able to do that through education and through obtaining the various means of wealth in order to buy or maintain our various communities blocks.
So you are attacking gentrification on directly, correct?
We are attacking not just gentrification, we're attacking any and every ill and issue that affect not just people of color, but any person that is considered marginalized, low income, or with an inability to have access to the privileges of the majority society. We are attacking any issue that continuously recapitulate itself by creating any type of issues within the communities at large. We are attacking any issue that poses to oppress, depress, and compress any group of people or any part of our communities at large within urban contexts or otherwise. So we believe that education will enable us to do this, and we're already seeing the fruits of our labor through the various students that we currently have who are already being changed drastically by the intentional, deliberate, focused theological education that they are getting, as well as the various specialty programs that we're offering through our Divinity Center, which also we have a partnership with Greenville Human Relations, where we are HUD certified to be able to do financial literacy classes as well as credit counseling classes that people can utilize to obtain a certificate in order to get various housing initiatives started within themselves, within their families, for themselves. So we're excited about what we're doing, and it's a Herculean vision. It is broad, it's big, but we're excited about it, and we know that it will prove to be a lasting, beneficial vision within our community, within the upstate proper. And I can say more about that in a few moments.
So, Dr. Thompson, tell me, what do you think the impact of the Urban Divinity School is going to have on the community here in the state of South Carolina?
Urban Divinity School and Urban Divinity Center's impact is just going to be off the charts, as we've already begun to see. For instance, being able to intentionally, deliberately train someone to move a community or a church forward, or move them in a direction that is mutually beneficial, to be able to force social awareness, social consciousness, to become social change agents within our various communities, to be able to teach people how to become that, to engage in social consciousness, social awareness, social action is a major aspect that is missing in many societies, in many communities. And we're aiming and endeavoring to bridge that gap and create that where it isn't currently. Secondly, the prospect of what we're doing is not just for urban communities within our community at large here in Greenville, South Carolina, the fourth fastest growing city in the country. But think about this, taking Urban Divinity Center and its mission and philosophy into South Carolina Department of Corrections, being able to train inmates currently residing as prisoners within the Department of Corrections with GED training, financial literacy, helping them, enabling them to gain a real estate license, an insurance agent license, a barber or beauty license, a contractor license, giving them an occupation so that when they get out of jail, they have a trade, a skill set that they can work and utilize to improve the quality and condition of their life, as well as their family and the community, which overall improves the condition and quality of our society. And it cuts the recidivism. It helps them not, in essence, end up back in prison or in jail, not just in the Department of Corrections, but think about being able to do this in our various detention centers where people are serving 6 months to a year, awaiting to go to another prison within the state, or awaiting release, to be able to give them an occupation, a skill set, I think will be major with improving society at large and as a whole.
Do you think that the Urban Divinity School is helping to create black entrepreneurs?
Absolutely. We have an entrepreneurship program that is actually taught by live entrepreneurs who have uh, been in the business that they are poised to teach for any number of years and have measured success and sometimes even wealth to be able to teach that to others within our community is major. Some of the people that we service would not have access to such people and such information if we did not provide it. So being able to teach them how to become entrepreneurs, teach them the ins and the outs and the needed ingredients that are required to facilitate being an entrepreneur in the 21st century, I think is critical. And I think Urban Divinity School, through these programs and initiatives, will be able to foster the kind of environment that is necessary to not just create entrepreneurs, but to create business owners, to create a new corporate America of sort. People who would not have otherwise had access, all of a sudden now have access because someone took the time to intentionally and deliberately and focus an educational process toward them.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Real quick, how can people get in touch with you or the school in order to be able to attend your school? And people can apply online as well. And can people from out of state be able to attend the school as well?
Absolutely. We have several articulation agreements in place with other institutions that afford us to be able to do any number of things and offer any number of degrees. We are currently adding more institutions on so that we can broaden our reach. We do have online education. We do have an online presence, www.uds.education, and education is spelled out, uds.education as well. Our phone number is 864-520-1433. That's 864-520-1433. We have any number of ways that people can reach us. We have email. You can go on that website. You can phone us. You can stop by our school. We're located at 242 South Pleasantburg Drive here in Greenville, South Carolina. We are directly across the street on the hill from Greenville Tech's University Center at McAllister Square. We are next door to the South Carolina Department of Transportation, which is a big 5-story building, I believe it is. So we are located in the heart of Greenville, in the heart of the educational district, to provide people with the various programs and policies that we are pushing forward through our educational institution.
Thank you so much, Dr. Thompson. It was a pleasure to have you here today and an honor, and we are so excited about the work that you guys are doing in your facility to just to make an impact on the African American and any other nationality that may be in a place where they need to be built up, where they need to learn a skill so that they can get out of that place of impoverishment. So thank you for just for the vision and the achievements that you are doing to help others achieve their goals.
Thank you, April, for having me, and it's always a pleasure to be with you. I appreciate you and this network for all that you guys are doing, and I'm honored to be a part of what you're doing, and I'm honored to be a part of Urban Divinity School and serve my community.